Wow, Josh, that was really well done.
Yeah,
It was interesting.
Very well put together.
I am unfortunately a holiday Catholic. I go on Easter, I go on Christmas.
Then that means I'm like a mom and dad Catholic. I go whenever they
When your
tell me to go.
parents tell
Today, all right, let's go. I'm with you.
I personally don't believe in organized religion whatsoever, so I haven't attended church beyond weddings or burials.
Yeah,
Since,
well,
I like to think
you
I
can do
have
your
my own
30
religion.
minutes, like the guy said. Rusty Fender, 30 minutes. Dedicated to your religion.
Yeah,
Even
but-
if it's not in the church.
Right, but I don't have one, so
Yeah.
personally it's just not exactly. I mean, I grew up Catholic, and I just personally never found a niche in any in that or any other sect, Judaism, anything, and I
Right.
just don't really like the idea of organized religion. I think a lot of it is man rewording the Bible, and
To each
how-
their own,
and
right?
How do we
Yeah.
know that
There's
it's
Joshua's
any of
and
it
there's
is true?
Sal's in the world.
But there's always a God. I know that.
Maybe.
I know that.
Sal, what do you have for us?
Well, we
today?
had some interesting information come to us from, I don't remember what her name is, but from our Hollywood highlights. Personally,
Aisha.
right, thank you. Personally, I'm actually glad to hear that Lil Wayne may go behind bars, but I have
not like
I
Lil
do not
Wayne.
like Lil Wayne. But regardless,
man.
let's just segue a little bit. In case you happen to be in existence this summer, you know that Michael Jackson passed away. Just-
Good way to put it.
Exactly. That death was everywhere. It was broadcast all over the world. And he died, actually, unfortunately, suffered a heart attack, wasn't it, right?
Cardiac arrest.
Cardiac
right?
arrest
Yeah.
while he was preparing for his next and final world tour. Well, and as you also know, they made a movie about it called This Is It. And apparently, even though it was only supposed to run for 2 weeks, PerezHilton.com says it's here to stay. A press release that was probably drafted up weeks ago, and that's Perez's sarcasm. But the chairman of Sony Pictures, Jeff Blake, explained, in just 5 days, Michael Jackson's This Is It has become the highest-grossing concert film of all time, and we are elated by the response to this special film by fans, critics, and moviegoers from all over the world. With this kind of global response, it's clear that the motion picture deserves an extended run, and we are going to do everything we can to make the film available to everyone who wants to see Michael Jackson's This Is It on the big screen.
I want to see it. I
Now,
want to see it.
The interesting thing about that is an article from a day or two earlier on the same exact website said that Michael Jackson's documentary was selling fairly short. Over the Halloween weekend, it only made $20.7 million, which is not very much for a global film, and Paranormal Activity actually followed close behind at $16.6 million, so there might be a little bit of an excessive buildup of the success of this movie that might just be a little bit of hype, and Sony may have been preparing, as Perez is assuming. Sony
Probably.
just may have been preparing to keep it going this long and only wanted to keep it at 2 weeks to try to get that excitement rolling so
Right.
people would go.
I'm sorry,
and
I'm gonna go
anyway.
see it with a tissue box, man. I'll just be watching like, I know you're not going.
It's
Mike.
gonna be awesome,
You know?
though. I really want to see it.
Yeah, and I was never a big Michael Jackson fan. He always, just growing up, he always kind of scared me. Love his music. As opposed to Lil Wayne. I do love this one's music. But he as a person always kind of just made me nervous, so I never enjoyed watching him or listening to him. But I would be interested to see this tour
Yeah,
and to see what he was
Yo,
putting
for the
together.
movie, I think
Great.
that like in the movie theater, they should like have room because I think if I watch, I'm just be up like try to hit the little, the kick.
Moonwalk,
All right,
Moonwalk.
Kev.
moonwalking down the
I'm
aisle.
not going to
with
see
the
it with you.
sparkly glass.
Oh man, I don't know.
So what, it's just a taped recording of his final
Yeah, I
concert?
guess people.
Yeah,
I think
pretty much.
initially they were planning on releasing like when the concert was going to go on, they were going to release a tour DVD post that like actually showing the concert, and they were
was
going
so
to be
excited about
behind the
that.
scenes clips and bloopers and things like that. The whole rehearsal process was supposed to be part of it, so they put that together to make the final tour movie because no one ever actually got a chance to see the tour.
I think it's a great idea.
I personally think it's a great idea, especially he was such a huge. I mean, so many people turned out to his funeral. It was like Elvis's funeral. Everyone,
crazy.
everyone came to see
I was
it.
watching.
He had like a 3-month funeral. Like,
Yeah.
it went forever.
Did you guys see it?
Yeah, I was watching.
It was amazing.
He was buried in a gold casket,
Oh,
right?
I
yeah.
cried.
Which is weird because I also heard on a lot of these reports that he really wasn't worth a whole lot of money in the end because of how much he spent. But I guess
He's worth a whole lot of money now.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just like Elvis was worth more after.
Right, yeah, they're probably both living on some remote desert island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, rolling in their dough.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back next week. It was a pleasure, and have a good week.
Let's go, Yanks.
Phillies.
Let's go.